Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have round 2 of YCS Dortmund, and let's go ahead and hop right in. So we're going to see YuGiOh on Exosister versus Typhon B on DracoSlayer. Both of these players ended up losing round 1. They decided to still show them off for round 2. DracoSlayer is a pretty cool deck. I want to see if he's bringing anything new to the table with it. Is going first. That's got to be tough if you're an Exosister player. Honestly, any player going second. Oh my god, I see Shifter. So, Shifter will definitely help. Fenrir, go search Fenrir. And then, I think, yeah, they also have a Druid's Worm in hand. They're going to activate Odd Eyes Revolution. So, pay 500, discard, go search. That's good. That also puts something in graveyard that the Druid's Worm could target, but we obviously know this turn's going to be a little bit different because Shifter is going to end up doing a lot. They're going to search Luster. I think I see Necro Valley in Typhon's hand. That's unfortunate, just because like you're going up against Exosister and they also play Necro Valley in their deck. They're going to change Shifter in response to Luster. So pop it. Go search. Yeah, it doesn't need to go to extra deck or anything to get the search off of Luster. So, you know, destroy a Dynamite, go search a Dynamite, another copy of itself. The Fenrir might be really strong though. Fenrir very good against like some of like the more rogue options. It does apply a lot of pressure, and like next turn it's going to be back again. So even like under Shifter you have an interruption, you have follow up. If you just need a body, it's really good to make Beyond the Pendulum. Yeah, just passes right there. Doesn't activate Necro Valley. You're not going to need to. Your opponent's not going to touch the graveyard. You're going to end up using it as a discard later on for your Majesties. Activate Pot of Prosperity. That's good. That can help get us to a starter. We're trying to get to Martha or a Pax, maybe even like a Mystic Mine. Like if we don't have Engine, then like even like a Mystic Mine or a Terraforming, or maybe even like a set rotation that could help us just survive a little bit until we start seeing Engine. Oh, there's Martha. I think that's Sophia. I get the little names messed up sometimes. 2 Prosperity. Obviously not grabbing those. Might grab Martha. Martha's fairly good. Yeah, grabs that, puts the other 5 back to the bottom of the deck. So starts off with Shifter plus Martha. This is what the deck wants to start off with. And then when they activate Martha, yeah, that's going to go ahead and summon that in the Elise from deck. And then on resolution, they can activate Fenrir to go banish. Because if you don't, then they could just overlay for Maya, and then Maya effect banish Fenrir, and then you're never going to get Fenrir effect to banish. So you just like have to do it now or you're never going to get to. So let's see if Typhon picks up on that. Yeah, it does go ahead and pick up on it. A lot of people don't know how to play against Exosister like at all. People don't know how to play against like Exosister or Flunder or Mystic Mind Burn. They think they know how, but a lot of people don't actually know how just because they don't want to play against the deck ever. And when they do play against it, they're just thinking like, oh, I have to play against this deck, unfortunate. But they're going to normal summon, and now they can just overlay. And, you know, it is a punish, but it was really the only thing that Typhon could have done. Otherwise, the Fenrir would have really gotten 0 value. And then instead of having to go for Maya, they could have normaled, or like they would have 2 bodies. You know, Maya would have banished Fenrir. Maya can go search for a trap card. I guess like the same thing was happening anyways, but this has to take an extra body. But now we're going to beat over Fenrir, banish Luster. I think they just searched Returna. Yeah, Returna just says banish 1. It's also only going to be 50 damage over because of the Prosperity. I wonder if they write that damage down correctly. I feel like they won't. We're testing them here. Come on. Yup, effect to go banish the scale. Completely free banish, may as well do it. And then set. Oh, they got it right. I just realized, like, yeah, the engage sleeves do kind of go hard. If you have the engaged sleeves and they're double sleeved, they're kind of nice. I don't think I'd use them on my main deck. Not these ones. I would use like the OCG sleeves, because those ones are like really cool. But so they still have Fenrir. Go ahead, summon it, and then let's see if anything happens on summon. If not, then if they play 3, they can go search for Fenrir. Which they probably do play 3, because even opening 2 in your deck doesn't matter if you go first, because you can just discard 1. Like, anytime you draw 1 brick in your Pendulum deck, your deck always has like, every line has a line where you search a field spell and discard a random card. So if you just have to discard a Fenrir, like, who cares? Or you could even, like, just summon Fenrir turn 1, effect go search Fenrir, use the Fenrir on the field to make Beyond the Pendulum, and then use the Fenrir that's in hand as the discard. So they're going to activate Return Up, banish the Fenrir on the summon. Now imagine they just like summon another Fenrir. Someone said, is this DracoSlayer or just Fenrir? That card is so broken. Oh, are they Return Up, banishing the Odd Eyes from graveyard and then chaining the Vadis? Is that what they're doing? And then they're going to activate Druid's Worm to banish Shifter. Okay, so I don't think they're using Return Up to banish the card from the graveyard. Otherwise, they would have chained to banish their own Odd Eyes from the graveyard there. So that way the Martha would not get to summon. But they're going to go ahead and bring out 2 from the deck. And then they are going to lose life points for activating those trap cards. They do say pay 8, feel great on them. Okay, so Return Up banishes Fenrir. They used Druid's Worm. Oh, because Returna, wait, how is Returna worded exactly? Oh man, I was literally just talking about people don't know how to play against this deck. That's the only thing about the entire deck I mess up on, is literally Returna's second effect. I need to actually remember that card more, because I thought it was if you XYZ, or is if you banished one, then you get the XYZ. I didn't know it was like that. I guess I need to learn more of the deck too. Some cool things about the deck, if you want to know about them, they're going to crash. There's no way they just let the crash happen. They're supposed to Maya banish the Druid's Worm, but they didn't, because now they can just crash and then send. So yeah, that was a huge mistake there. Some cool things is, against a lot of the rogue decks right now, Ogre is really good. Flounderies, Exosister, Sprite. You know, there's a few decks that Ogre can just go really, really hard against. I guess like DracoSlayer, maybe Ogre is decent against. I mean, it's decent, right? But they're just gonna activate Martha. Martha goes summon from deck. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know what their play is here though. It's like they could overlay. They need like another body in hand to be able to do a lot, and they don't have it because they're going for Maya there. So then they're going to use the effect, attach Martha, go search for Returna. Yes, go ahead and grab out Returna from the deck to the hand. Yeah, it's not going for the Vadis. It's not very good in this matchup. I guess Necker Valley isn't the worst card against Exosister. Like, you could use it in some scenarios to make it so that way cards can't get banished from the grave, I guess. It's obviously not the best card, but it's a little bit better than I'd originally thought. I thought it was like, you know, it's not going to do anything, but yeah, it could. They draw Purple Poison, showing that they play at least like one Purple Poison, and then Harmonizing. Purple Poison also being able to out just any face-up card is good. Especially because most of the time people over, a lot of people have noticed this, over in like the EU YCSs, people tend to have, you know, to play against more rogue in the early rounds. And because of that, you gotta be a little bit more prepared for it. So scale Purple, scale Luster. Oh, okay, so it plays multiple purple, not just the one. As you can see here, they're activating the Luster Pendulum effect, I believe. Or maybe they just scaled it. I'm not sure. Yeah, so just go ahead and banish that. Pretty sure that's going to be their only interruption for this turn. But Tayfun really is not on anything. Yeah, doesn't really have any cards to work with here. Doesn't have anything in the extract. 2 cards in hand, 1 scale, no monsters. It's going to scale the power load. Power load effects, summon out the Luster. And then pass turn. Okay, they're gonna use the effect. This probably searches out for Vadis this time. Or the spell if they play it. If they play the spell is really good here. Because the spell they could attack and then pop the Dynamite Power Lord. Or search for packs. Okay, that's fair. I forget the spell's continuous name. That's the one I was trying to talk about. The one that turns off Mystic Mine and also pops back row. But adding packs, activate it, pay 800, go search. Hopefully they still have an Elysian deck. So that way they can Martha summon that out. And if they don't have Elysian deck, then they have it in hand, which means they can search anything anyways. So this will just be game here. Yeah, Tayfun just goes ahead and scoops it up. So moving on into the next game now. We're going to go ahead and skip forward. No point of us waiting for them to side deck. So this game we're going to see Tayfun most likely go first again. See Talons Cosmic. Okay, so we have Talons Cosmic and 3 other cards. I think I see Babuku, Purple Poison, Odd Edge Revolution. So that's good. Seeing Talons and Cosmic scared me a little bit just because, you know, you kind of need your other 3 cards to be playable. And in Pendulum, it takes a little bit more cards to play than other decks. But Pendulum does have a lot of like 2 card combos now. 2, 3 card. Very strong combos too. Normal summon Babuku effect. And that can search for another copy of itself. Or it's going to end up searching here. Yep, the brand new one. It is treated, or its card's name is like a Majesty, Magispector, or whatever. If you just check like the effect of it, it's not actually in the name of it. So they're going to scale, and Luster effect to pop the Majesties. And then go search. It doesn't get hit with a D-shifter there, thankfully. So now they get to go grab another copy of that. Probably will set up... I want to say will set up Secret Village in this matchup. That'll be their field spell that they're going to search. Just like, it's a pretty good field spell to search. Like, if you make it so that way... If you don't get hand trapped and you make it so that way your opponent can't use spells... And they're on a deck like Exosister. I just don't see a world where they win. Oh, okay. So they are going to go ahead and ash the Majesty's Pegasus. So that way they don't get the search. And then destroy if they want. Talents is live now. Maybe just thinking, yeah, definitely just thinking about which effective talents they'd like to activate. Do they want to draw 2 cards? Do they want to look at the opponent's hand? Activate it, says draw 2, shuffles up real quick so that way the opponent can cut. I like how one player's using like engaged sleeves, the other player's just using banana yellow. Wait, did they just draw double odd eyes? Wait, is that good there? It's not once per turn to discard and search. So I don't know if that's good there. But they're going to Pendulum summon out, and then effect, go search field spell, so they're going to search for Sky Iris, and then discard. They're going to discard Cosmic. Okay, so wants to keep both Odd Eyes Revolutions. Like, once you start comboing, Odd Eyes Revolution is going to be really insane in the scale, and we can free our scale with the Sky Iris. Effect, pop Luster, destroy it, go search for an Odd Eyes card. And then they still have Beyond the Pendulum that they can make, which can search any pendulum. I have no idea what they search there. I really like they need to fix the camera angle for this. I don't get why. Oh, is that Persona or something like that? It's level 5. Uh, used to be a Shonen Jump Ultra Rare, I think. Or so I'm so crap. I literally haven't seen this card in like years. Years. I'm cracked. I forgot what I was even saying. Oh yeah, they need to zoom it out a little bit. We can never see what they're searching. They either just need to zoom it out just a tiny bit, or like have it to where we can like see their hands. Cause like it's really annoying not knowing what someone searches or like how many cards are in someone's hand. So they're gonna overlay, make Babushka, very good versus Exosister. I think it should be right. Um, yeah, it should be very good. I'm trying to think about how they out it. They don't really make links or anything. So maybe they have like just like maybe like a Mystic Mine or something. They're gonna read over the Babushka real quick. Now this card is practically a staple in the format at this point. If you are playing any deck, you need to have a way to beat the Babushka. You can't just have like let that card be summoned and just lose to it every single time. Because it is a very, very, very real card. And especially once people know that you're on Rogue, they're going to make it a lot more. It just gets hit with a Geki there. Babuku won't go since it can't be destroyed by an opponent's card effects. And also cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. I'm pretty sure that's how they are worded. Oh, wait. Cannot be targeted. Okay, yeah. For a second, I wasn't sure if it was opponent's card effects. Oh, I guess it would have to be right because Kieran used to target your own. But Martha, bring out Elise. That's so good. Like, the opponent's just already so far behind. There's just no way that none of the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragons did anything. I swear the hand effect is not once per turn. It's not, right? Did they not have anything good to search? I mean, you gotta have, like, random bodies, right? If you just discard Go Search, and you have, like, one more body, there's gotta be a line where you could, like... I don't know. I guess you can't be on the Pendulum after you pen summon, though. I did say that last turn, to go for it, but you couldn't, because, like... That's, like... It's, like, the worst thing about it, is that you can't Pendulum and then make Beyond the Pendulum. You need to make Beyond the Pendulum, and then Pendulum. But maybe an extra body last turn still could have helped out. Especially because, like, if you have the extra body, then... Like, the Odd Eyes Revolution scale effect can bring back too. And there's just got to be a route where you just get a lot. They're going to activate the packs. And then that's going to go search. You know, the Capital went ahead and did its search. Oh, by the way, the Ogre spot against this deck is the Capistel. When it's summoned, it has the effect that'll activate. You just Ogre it, and they don't get any value out of their 2 level 4s into a rank monster. So being able to Ogre, that's huge. Or just Ogre on like an Exosister effect. Like, if you move something from the graveyard, and they're like, okay, I'm going to activate my effect, Ogre. But summon, bring out, and we're going to use the effect to draw one. And then... I can't tell. I don't think we're going to get the Ging 800. I don't think... Yeah, because that's not an Irene, right? Then overlay. And then that's going to make Maya. So Maya can search and banish. What would you banish here? The only card you know in your opponent's hand is Persona, and they have 2 blanks. Do you banish the Sky Iris, or do you banish the Majesties? And then do you just beat over? Because obviously you're going to beat over Babuku. I guess you get a double banish this turn. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. You beat over Babuku, you attack directly. Or no, you would go right now, banish the scale. And then you'd go overlay, make Magnifica. And then, I guess you can't Magnifica. Like, you really banish this turn. Unless if you don't ever want to use the effect to tag out. Yeah, so they're going to summon. This card allows itself to attack twice. So this is going to be 28 damage to the opponent while also beating over the Mabuku. There is 22 minutes and 35 seconds left. I don't think this game will be going to time. If Tayfun is able to work his way back into this game, though, that could be good for him, especially because Exosister cards require paying life points. So set 1. And then we are going to just go ahead and use that to banish there. So we have Returna and XYZ, so we have double banish. Oh, okay, so that's one more back row. Maybe he has a hand trap or something too. Draws Bambuku. That's good. It's a body, plus we're going to get to go search another body. So normal summon, effect to go search. See, mind control on the deck, cosmic. I guess I don't know what they were setting out. Maybe Bestials because they don't like Bestials in the matchup. Even though like you could still use them turn 1. Maybe kept Magma and decided out the other one, like the Druis Worm. So discard Odd Eyes to go search. Yeah, it looks like he's just reading over exactly what he can search real quick. Doesn't want to make a mistake. Go search Luster. Maybe just reading over something. Yeah, go search Luster. Especially when you're up on like stream like this. Like that's a difference too. Like if you're on stream and you discard and you accidentally grab the wrong thing, like there's a decent chance they're just gonna hand you a warning right there. But if you're out on table 44 and you accidentally do that, and you're just like, oh, my bad, I grabbed the wrong thing, and your opponent's going to be like, most likely your opponent's going to be like, alright, yeah, you're fine, no worries, you can just put it back, and then that's it. You don't get a warning unless they call a judge on you. But they're going to use their effect to banish the scale there. They're looking at their extract, thinking that they could scale, pendulum summon out. Maybe reading their cards fully. Pendulum cards do have a lot of text on them. Imagine if you had to play Pendulum at a YCS and there's and your opponent just starts reading all of your cards because like they just don't know what Pendulum do and they just have to read every single one of your cards. That'd take forever, and like there's just nothing you could do about it if they just don't know the cards because you just play cards with so much text on them. Scales the persona now. I was about to say that just gets hit with Returna for sure. Right? Do we know their hand is what? Luster? What is that it? Yeah, is it just Luster? I think so. But we go ahead and see Tayfun admit defeat there, and we're going to see. Is that just Aaron? That is just Aaron. But alright, yeah, Aaron's gonna go ahead and win there with the Exosister deck. And that, hey, look at me. I'm out here with my commentators, me, Leonard, Sebastian. You already know how it is. We're out here commentating the YCS together. That was round 2. Tayfun sadly has started off the YCS with an 0-2 record, meaning most likely topping will not be something that is happening for him this YCS. Very good player though. We've seen him do well at a lot of events, which is why I'm assuming they put him on the stream, even though they started off 0-1 and this is round 2. Hopefully round 3 and 4 it'll be better. I didn't upload round 1 because it was just a tier mirror, and tier mirrors don't do good in views. But it was my teammate Chris LeBlanc. Hopefully he ends up winning another YCS, trying to get the 5P. And with all that being said, the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.